Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Executive Rob Pelinka said this Lakers roster is good, but having opportunities to make trades will be great for improving this team, which lacks a reliable sharpshooter. Rumors: Lakers want to sign Buddy Hield, who is playing for rival Golden State Warriors. The Los Angeles Lakers would love to add a career 40% three-point shooter to their roster right now. The Lakers are off to a good start to the season, and they have their long-term vision set on another title run. To survive the grueling challenge of the 82-game season and overcome the West's loaded playoff slate, however, Los Angeles will need to add some pitching on the trade market to ease the scoring burden on LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Lakers linked to Warriors Buddy Hield in recent mock trade. Golden State Warriors shooting guard Buddy was labeled by Colin Keane of the Sporting News as a viable trade candidate that could become available for the Lakers to pursue at some point this season. Keane offered up the thought of Los Angeles trading away one or more of their valuable contributors in their second unit to Golden State for the sharpshooting scorer to bolster the Warriors' frontcourt in return, saying, due to Hield's sign-and trade deal that brought him over to the Warriors from the Philadelphia 76ers this summer, he can't be moved right away. For when the time comes, Los Angeles could leverage Golden State's need for a quality big man by dangling either Jackson Hayes or Christian Wood over to the Warriors as part of a package for Hield, Keane wrote. Hield is a natural scorer that could amplify the Lakers' outside attack. Hield is a unique player. He is one of the most sound shooters in the league today. Not only so, but he supplements his stellar career 40.1% clip from three-point range with a natural feel for scoring everywhere on the floor. He is currently putting up 19 PPG as one of the main focal points of the Warriors' offense next to superstar Stephen Curry, and once crossed the 20 PPG threshold with the 20.7 points he averaged per night in 2018-19. The Lakers would thrive with a talented bucket-getter like Hield lighting up opponents off of their bench. LA is set in their starting five, and are actually in the market for a stout starting center to place next to current stand-in five-man and reigning All-Star Anthony Davis. Nevertheless, the Lakers giving up Hayes, Wood, or both in a deal for Hield would be advantageous. The Lakers could give up one of their backup big men for the 6 Modi caliber shooter. Hayes has been a strong interior presence for the Lakers this season and looks like he can have a career year giving Los Angeles quality minutes of the bench, while Wood remains sidelined with a knee injury but is a talented scorer who once averaged 19.1 ppg, 9.9 rebounds, and 1 block a night in his last 2 seasons with the Houston Rockets from 2020-21 through 2021-22. All things considered, the Lakers could benefit from moving one or the other as a trade centerpiece for Hield, and in turn, the Warriors would get either an uber-athletic lob threat in Hayes or a playmaker that can give them interior scoring in Wood. Hield, a career 40.1% shooter from downtown, is off to a hot start in 2024-25. He exploded for a team-high 27 points on 7 of 9 three-point shooting in the Warriors' second game of the season, a win over the Jazz. Hield brings obvious and immediate value to any NBA team, and he has played for 5 different franchises. Can the Lakers become 6th this season? Due to Hield's sign-and trade agreement that brought him from the Philadelphia 76ers to the Warriors this summer, he cannot be moved immediately. Because when the time comes, Los Angeles can leverage Golden State's need for a quality big man by moving Jackson Hayes or Christian Wood to the Warriors as part of a package for Hield. Jared Vanderbilt gets massive injury update after 2 foot surgeries. The team has been without 2 critical role players for all of the season thus far, big men Jared Vanderbilt and Christian Wood, who continue to recuperate from long-term ailments. Vanderbilt, 25, is in the first season of a 4-year, $48 million extension he inked with Los Angeles last year. He only suited up for 29 contests and was often hampered in those games. In 2023-24, he was able to average 5.2 points on 51.8% shooting from the field and 66.7% shooting from the charity stripe, 4.8 rebounds, 1.2 assists, and 1.2 swipes a night. During a recent installment of ESPN's Brian Windhorst and the Hoop Collective podcast, ESPN Lakers beat reporter Dave McMenamin unpacked the source of Vanderbilt's absence for most of last year, and the start of this one. "I believe it was the right foot that caused them to miss most of the season after that Celtics game where they had that improbable win at TD Garden," McMenamin said. "He had the right foot, the mid-foot issue taken care of, and the doctor said, so long as we're going in, you're going to be off your feet anyway, let's go look in that left foot, and there was a bone spur in there." McMenamin reveals that Vanderbilt is still on the mend, but has hurdles to clear before he can don the purple and gold in a game just yet this season. "My understanding is that rehab has gone well, but he hasn't really tested it yet at all," McMenamin added. Vanderbilt, when healthy, is probably the Lakers' best perimeter defender. In his absence, Redick has leaned even more heavily on the defense of point guard Gabe Vincent, another pricey role player who missed most of the 2023-24 season. Since joining Los Angeles in 2023 as a free agent, Vincent has appeared in just 14 regular season games through 2 seasons. He's averaging 3.1 points on .306/.114/.500 shooting splits, 1.6 assists, 0.9 rebounds and 0.9 steals in 19.1 minutes per. But he's not out there for his offense right now. Lakers fans predicting 50-win season. With the team's good training camp and JJ Redick now in charge, fans are optimistic this will be the Lakers' best regular season in a while. The Lakers might have the vast majority of the same personnel as last season, but the new year has brought optimism from fans based on the general conversation coming from players and the performance of the key rotation guys during training camp. Before the season opener, we asked fans in our latest SB Nation Reacts poll how many wins the Lakers would finish the season with. The results were interesting as the most voted win total fans went with was 50-54 victories at 37%. Second was 45-49 wins at 33% and third place was 40-44 wins at 16%. Through the opening week of the season, the Lakers are undefeated at 3-0. So, it's hard not to be high on this team when they've played so well and have beaten 3 teams that were formidable Western Conference opponents last season in the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Phoenix Suns, and the Sacramento Kings. Besides better rotations and positive reviews from players, JJ Redick's use of AD as the offensive hub has unlocked his potential. He scored 30-plus points in all 3 games this season and looks like a way too early MVP candidate. Underscore 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 underscore. Latest video from SB Nation. Jerry West's beef with the Lakers complicated his legendary history with a legendary franchise. It's these kinds of improvements from within that, if the Lakers can maintain, will help them crack the 50-win mark for the first time since the 2020 title year. Last season, despite all the struggles and frustrations from fans and players alike, Los Angeles still won 47 games. Improving at all, especially with no significant changes in an always difficult conference, will be tough, but a 3-game bump isn't a ridiculous task to accomplish. If they can continue to build on this great start and avoid any more key injuries, the 55-win mark can even begin to look realistic if they're still a top 4 team in the West come Christmas Day. Before we get into all that though, there is plenty of work to do in the interim. The Lakers begin their first road trip and have their first full month of basketball coming up. They obviously won't go undefeated through all of those games, but if they continue to play up to the quality they've displayed, they should still be on track for a 50-plus win season. Paul George preaches patience with Bronny James. The Los Angeles Lakers have the most talked about second-round pick in NBA history, Bronny James, son of star LeBron James. With the 2024-25 season just beginning, there have been a lot of negative narratives and opinions flying towards Bronny. That must be a lot for a 20-year-old kid as he is trying to become successful playing professional basketball. However, it is fair to criticize a player's performance, although this seems magnified for Bronny compared to his peers. The former USC Trojan needs time to develop and gain confidence in his game, which has been the case all along. Patience is necessary for James to develop, and that is what Philadelphia 76ers star Paul George preached recently, via podcast P with Paul George. Obviously, I think it's fair game. I don't think he should be protected because he's Bron's son. Everyone will be criticized. Yes, he was the 55th pick, but he is also the son of the best or one of the best basketball players of all time. It's unfair to some extent. You don't allow him to browse and find himself. We're talking about a kid who's trying to find his way in the NBA and trying to live his dreams. No one starts out perfect at anything. He's trying to find the NBA game, he's trying to figure it out while doing something that he can say no one has done before him. Nobody played with their father. It's a tough space for Bronny to be in. I loved what I saw in that game where he was cooking. It looked like he found his rhythm, it looked like he was comfortable. He drowned out the noise, played like himself, let the game come to him, and I think you saw a change. But you gotta let him be a kid, man.